CPRS is the glue.
CPRS is alive.
I am the former executive director of the California Park and Recreation Society. I served in that position from 1988 to 2014.
Past president of CPRS in 1976.
I've been involved with CPRS for 65 years.
For over 40 years.
For 25 years.
Have been involved with CPRS since at least 1999.
Since 1983.
1991.
1979.
I got into the profession real young. I grew up playing sports in Parks and Recreation.
Question wasn't, are you going to get involved in CPRS? It was when.
CPRS is the networking, education, resource, powerhouse of the state for Parks and Recreation professionals.
I got to travel up and down the state. I went to many, many small towns and many, many big towns. And I will tell you, at each and every CPRS event, whether it was a district event or a section event or a committee meeting or a conference meeting, I was always met with enthusiasm and respect.
When you get involved with CPRS, you not only get involved with a great organization, but some great people. And there's great people who are willing to give to you to help you succeed.
We're exposed to so many new people, so many new ideas, so many great leaders.
Whether it's the park and recreational community or the community that we all go back and work in and we get the support from CPRS, to me, CPRS is community.
The leadership again has been one of the most amazing parts. I never would have got to know some of the people I got to know as well if it wasn't for CPRS.
So many of my family and friends over the years that I'm close with still are through my profession, through Parks and Recreation.
Everybody that gets involved in Parks and Recreation has some level of wanting to provide service. It's at the root of who we are.
Being around those people and seeing them unselfishly contribute to the profession and want to build young professionals, that really swung me towards, I could do this. I could help inspire, help build, help recruit, help retain.
I see Parks and Recreation people closer than ever. We have 75 years of greatness.
I think in 75 more years we'll be even more relevant and important than we've become in the last 75 years.
Not everything we do is for today. Some of it is going to be for well into the future, for a better tomorrow. Will there be somebody in that crowd here in March that might pick up on the messages being delivered by myself, a speaker, a presenter, somebody that will help carry the mission of CPRS forward, which is making us better into the future?
Parks and Recreation is always a benefit to a community. It's not negative, it's always positive.
We provide so much more for our community and for each other. Really, the health and wellness that we provide for folks, the mental wellness, especially in these times, that we are a place that people can turn to.
Leisure is a quality of life.
I grew up in parks. That's why I'm in the profession. Today, my grandkids are growing up in parks. And one of them is now working at a zoo because that's what I gave to her, is enjoying the outdoors.
What we do for people with their leisure time and giving them the opportunity to get outdoors, I think it will be really, really important on how well we've done protecting our natural resources for future generations.
I think we need to seize the moment at this point. Take the attitude of people to become advocates to make sure that our open spaces and our park and recreation programs for the kids and for the seniors and for the communities in general need to stay healthy in their existence.
Kids ride their bikes for the first time in our parks. Kids learn how to swim that maybe one day will save their life in that park, at that pool. And so I think the profession continually needs to be reminded of that, because that is the power of this profession.
Parks and Recreation is the vital service. It is the epitome of what community is. People often move to a neighborhood or look for a neighborhood that creates community, that they feel a part of something. And that's what we do on a daily basis. Whether it's an event, whether it's a class for their child, for their mother, for their father, for themselves, whether it's arts and crafts, whether it's sports, whether it's indoors or outdoors, at their neighborhood community center or their neighborhood park.
Vast organizations with park caretakers and gardeners and rangers and child care providers and theater operators and nature centers and art centers and golf courses and adult sports and youth sports and fields and capital improvement projects. It's just so broad what we do and vast what we do, and I don't think communities really realize what we do until it disappears.
And sometimes people forget, but we don't, because we're always here and we're always trying to provide that for them, even when they forget it. And especially when we've gone through a pandemic, people remember who we are and have appreciated that much more. So we are challenged on a daily basis to be everything for everyone when they don't even know they need us.
To me, the reason why I kept going back, why I kept involved in CPRS, it helped me to better understand people.
CPRS was where I knew I belonged.
To me, it was commitment, excellence, passion, and doing it every day, not just once in a while. You're doing it every day to make your involvement in your own agency better, and then your involvement at the state level better.
So one of the things that's most exciting for me is how are we going to continue to innovate? How are we going to continue to advance our profession forward into the future and what the next 75 years look like? It's exciting to be a part of that and to bring those leaders in and really talk about what that future looks like and how CPRS can continue to grow and thrive so that our members can continue to grow and thrive in the work that they do.
CPRS is blessed.
Influential.
Professional, family.
Opportunities.
Community.
Family.
Incredible.
Rewarding.
CPRS is
Vital.